Hey guys, I'm back with my 1 month 1 palette for September and talking about what I want to do for the month of October. So for the month of September, I decided to do the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette, which I got around Christmas time and I really hadn't given it a whole lot of use. So I was kind of excited to play with it. At first I wasn't sure I wanted this because it didn't really appeal to me. But then once it came out, I thought, you know, it is really pretty. I really want it. I have to admit, I didn't like the heart-shaped pans at first because I just thought it looked a little, I don't know, like play makeup. So I only recorded one clip for you this month, so I will go ahead and insert it now. Okay, today's eye look is Molasses Chip, which is pretty much the only bronzy shade in the palette, all over the lid. In the crease, I used a bit of mocha and cashew chew mixed just to kind of lighten up mocha. And then I went above that with just cashew chew by itself. It's a little darker than it's picking up to just kind of soften the line. And then I went in with malted and stamped it on the outside. And I really like how it turned out. Oh, and I do have Laura Mercier Amethyst on my lower lash line, and I just used a random off-white brow bone color. Okay, that clip that you saw was pretty much the only real look that I loved from this palette. There. I did play around with a few other looks, and I'll kind of briefly go over the palette with you. But for the most part, it just wasn't my kind of palette. So, no ma'am. Here, look at this. My daughter pretty much does not ever let me film. Like, I have pretty much no downtime ever. So, if you're wondering why she's always here and why I don't film when she's asleep or something, it's because she pretty much does not ever sleep. So, I have very minimal time for that. Okay. Now, I will say this Almond Truffle color I absolutely loved. So many times during the month, I would wear this just through the crease and like liner, mascara, and call it a day. And I absolutely love the look. This Cashew Chew, I did like also for a blending out color or just kind of all over the lid. It was a nice color. This was pretty, but not as pretty as I thought it would be. Pecan Praline. Sorry about this mirror. It was a crease color that was nice, but it was a little more gray tone than I prefer. The pink color, me and my daughter played around with that one day and had some fun. Satin Sheets, it was a nice all over the lid color if that's the kind of all over lid color that you go for. Me, myself, I like something a little more bronzy like the Molasses Chip. Cafe au lait is a taupe with a lot of glitter, but it pulled way too cool on me. Vera, look. Look, look, look. Totally Fetch. Me and my daughter played around with one day, and it was really cute on her, but not a color I go for. This Earl Grey, it was okay. It was a color that I may would reach for once in a blue moon in like the winter on a cold day, but not something I absolutely love. Bordeaux, I like those red matte browns, but it was a little patchy. Sprinkles, not a shade I really go crazy over. Molasses Chip was a really pretty bronze. I did like it. Mocha, it was a decent crease color. Divinity, it was your standard brow bone color. Black Currant, I didn't like. I used it once, and it pretty much, you know how like the Lorac Pro colors have a little more black than the actual color? That's how I felt. And Malted, I did use like in the outer corner some, and it worked out fine. So overall, some of these colors, while I do kind of like some, I don't like the palette. Like I would use Almond Truffle, I would use Molasses Chip, and like Mocha, Malted, stuff like that. But I would go to this palette and I would do the same eye look every time. And I personally just don't want to keep a palette for just one eye look. You know, I have a ton of bronzy shades. I don't want to keep this whole thing over that one. Now, I would really like to have Almond Truffle, but I don't want to have the whole palette for that. MAC Ho or Hoax is the closest thing in my collection that I have a dupe for. So if you have any better suggestions, please tell me. Because it was a really pretty color and I liked it. The texture, it was just a great shadow. It's kind of like, you know, a pinky light brown, I guess is the best way to describe it. So, needless to say, I'm going to be passing this along. It just was not, it was just way too cool toned for me. It's not a palette that I want to keep in my collection. It's not one that I could go on vacation and feel like I had, create multiple looks with. I guess that's the best way to describe it. You know, I want a palette that I feel like I can do a lot with. And that, it was just like the same look every day. So I found myself kind of straying from it for the month. I'm not even wearing it today. Anyways, my October palette, I was waiting to do the video because I was waiting to get it in the mail. And it came in the mail today. And I'm so excited. It's the Anastasia Master Palette by Mario. Mario, I'm not even going to begin to attempt to pronounce his last name. It's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. I love Kim's makeup. She just has great makeup, whether you like her or not. I think if you're a makeup lover, then you can appreciate her makeup. So when I knew he was coming out with a palette, I was just like, I gotta have it. And at first, the promo images and his swatches on Instagram or Snapchat, I wasn't overly impressed with. But the more I saw like the pictures on Instagram, I decided I really wanted it. And this is what it looks like. I literally peeked at it, so I haven't even seen it much. Cardboard packaging with a mirror and 12 shades and a brush. So this is what the palette looks like. I think the main reason I didn't want it is because of this Claudia shade, which is kind of like a bluish gray. Those kind of colors just turn me off. I haven't ever found a way to wear them that I just really liked. Now that blue in, I think the Too Faced Semi-Sweet palette, I wore one day and did kind of like, so I'll probably play with it. And I'm not a super big fan of green because I have green eyes, so I think it just looks, it just makes me look kind of dirty. But the only thing this palette is missing is a matte Bravo color. But that's not the end of the world. We have this really kind of maybe neutral light gray matte, this kind of burnt orange matte, a red brown matte, kind of gold, the olive green shimmer, kind of like a light bronze shimmer, sorry, that color, then more of a rose gold shimmer. Then these are kind of, NYC and Muse are kind of this and this. They're both that reddish burgundy cranberry shimmers, sorry. Then the, I don't know if it's the standout shade, but the shade Kim in the middle up there, it's kind of that golden bronze shimmer. And then Hollywood, it's kind of a little yellow gold for my liking. I don't think it will be my favorite color, but overall the palette is definitely leaning warm, but there's a little bit of coolness. Like that could be kind of cool, that could be kind of cool, that could be kind of cool, even the green. So we will just see how it goes. I'm really excited. I thought about doing just a swatch review video for you all, but I figured the best would be to do a 1 month one palette. So I of course will have to pull in a few other shades to you know, do this for the month, like I said, because I don't have that Bravo color. I'm so hoping my next video that you get to watch from me, especially one that involves some brain cells. I am so low, so I can know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm so excited about this. If you picked up the Mario palette, let me know, and if you've played with it, let me know what you think, or any of your favorite shades. I do know it is limited edition, and it got on Ulta's website and Sephora's website today. So I think that you probably have a look, you probably have a chance to get it. I don't think it's like gone, but if you want it, you may want to jump on it. I don't know how hard it's going to be to come by, but I think it is really, really pretty. It has just enough color, but not too much color. I still want the Modern Romance or Renaissance or whatever it's called, but I think I have that on like a Christmas list. So anyways, that one's like just regular, not limited edition. This is, so I wanted to get it. So anyways, that is all for now. I will let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. Bye.